tends to get ill by lifting the scale. That's why.
Jeez. Jeez. What are you doing? You ready to go for a walk? Hey? Yeah. Well, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so welcome to another video. At the beginning of the workout, you would have saw... Jeez. It's early, man. At the beginning of the video, you would have saw workout footage from yesterday's leg session, which was really good. Despite it being a little earlier than I would usually do my leg workout, I'm sore today. I'm a hurting man. You guys saw some good squats. Did 460 for a top set of 5, and then which is 5 pounds up from last week, and then 425, I believe. Yeah, 425 for 8, and that 8th rep you guys saw. That 8th rep just about got me, but we got it. We good. So, and yesterday was Mother's Day, so we spent some time with the fam. Enjoyed, a little bit of food. I definitely didn't go overboard because we're still cutting, but I kept my macros in check. Still enjoyed some time with family, which we're not prepping for a show, so we don't need to be crazy with limiting enjoyment with others, right? So, but yeah. Anyways, we're here. We're walking. Boing. We're walking. Today's a rest day, so I'm gonna take you through just some morning routine stuff and show you what I typically do today on rest day. So although it's a rest day today, it doesn't mean that we're not doing anything. Actually, Mondays are pretty busy for me when it comes to client check-ins. I have clients check in from Monday to Saturday. Sundays, I don't have any I have 2 set check-ins, but they're just 2 girls that had to shift their schedule around a little bit, so they're not too bad. Sundays, I try to really limit the amount of work I do. But actually today we have a new client starting up. She wants to compete in the fall. So last night I did all her programming through Google Sheets and stuff. And then this morning I recorded her startup video, which just finished loading and finalizing right now. And looking at it, it's 26 minutes. So I can get talking, that's for sure. But anyways, we're gonna send that off to her now through an email, and then she'll be ready to start. And then it's about 9 o'clock now. Typically, clients check in. By the time noon rolls around, I have pretty much everybody's check-ins submitted, and then I'll go through everything and get back to them. So when it comes to rest days, you guys just saw, went out for a little walk. We do that every day, typically pre-workout. That's kind of like Carrie and I's pre-workout ritual. We'll take her for a walk. But she's gone at work this morning, which is why she wasn't with me. So I have, obviously more time since I'm not trained today. So we went for a pretty good walk, about half an hour, and he's already laying down. He's done for the day. But when it comes to what I have to do, because I'm not training today, I make an effort to do some stretching, some mobility, and then I have my inversion table downstairs. I'll do that for maybe 10 minutes or so. So I try to be, still productive when it comes to making progress within my training, just in a different form. We have our weights, we have our cardio, but then there's also another side of it when it comes to like mobility work and stuff that's going to help you with recovery, which is what I do on my rest days, which are Mondays and Thursdays. Always post legs, I rest. But anyways, I'm going to fire this off to her, then we'll head downstairs, we'll do some mobility, and then we'll pack our meals up because we still work. We still work a typical day job, and we got to pack our own meals for that, so we're not missing out on that. But like I said, fire this email off, and then we'll head down and do some mobility work. All right, so we got our stretching and stuff done. As you saw, Zeus was not leaving me alone for the majority of it. So we did the stretching, did the mobility, did 10 minutes on the inversion table. So I got about an hour or so till work starts, but I like to go there and just kind of get settled in, have a meal before the store actually opens. So we're gonna get everything packed up now. My diet is super simple right now. And it is for the majority of the time, just, a little more refined now that we're dieting. But this morning I had 2 eggs with almonds, and actually I still don't have a huge appetite in the morning, so I actually only eat half my almonds and I eat the other half later in the day. And then I have half a scoop of protein with some water. My appetite in the morning is just not there yet. I'm sure that'll change as I continue to get leaner and the hunger levels creep up a little bit. But for now, we're just really not eating a whole lot of calories first thing in the day. But we're gonna pack up what we have for the rest of the day. So I have 5 meals right now. I have 1 in the morning, 3 of them at work, and then the last meal when I get home in the evening. And I have literally everything cooked. Because I eat a lot of the same foods, meal prep is super easy. I get clients asking me all the time, like meal prep tips and recommendations for little snacks and stuff like that. And honestly, I struggle with providing that because I eat very plain, very boring, some would say, foods, but it's always what works for me. It's stuff that digests really well. It's stuff that I feel good when I eat it, like from a performance perspective. So those are the things I look at. Don't get me wrong, like you want your food to taste good, but there's also, for myself and my goals, there's other things to check off the list outside of just like, oh, this food tastes good. Digestion being one of them, aiding in performance and recovery being another one. So it's not rocket science, and it's not overly creative. So I had, like I said, we got eggs, 2 eggs, almonds, and protein in the morning. Then my post-workout meal or second meal of the day is Cheerios with 2 scoops of protein, in water, and then 100 grams of pineapple. So that's my second meal. My third meal is chicken, which I've got all cooked up. I literally just throw it in the air fryer with some spices. I'll cook up, 4 or 5 chicken breasts at a time, and then just weigh it out how much I need. With some vegetables, I cooked up a bunch of broccoli, and then some white rice, and I cook like a bunch of that at a time. So meal 2 is the Cheerios with the protein, the pineapple. Meal 3 is chicken, rice, and some vegetables. Meal 4 is already prepared, which is chicken, a little bit of rice, and some vegetables. And then I have my other almonds at that time as well. And then I also have 100 grams of berries. So it's not overly exciting. It's not overly creative. But like I said, it's what works for me. And the last meal is ground beef, potatoes, and some vegetables. I'll try to have different vegetables with that last meal. I've been having spinach quite a bit, and then I'll cook up like a bulk of vegetables at a time. So like this was like a big thing of frozen broccoli, so I was like, I'll just cook all of that. But last week I did some asparagus and zucchini. I like fried that up, so I had a little bit of variety, and then just weighed it out how much I need. But it's simple, but that's how I like it. I don't like to think about my nutrition. Like, kudos to the people that track their macros every single day in MyFitnessPal. It drives me nuts. I mean, I tell clients to do it, and a lot of my clients do it and have got success from it. I like to not think about it. Just tell me what to eat, and I'll eat it. Just give me like a plan, and I'll follow the plan, which is exactly what this is. And it's just, a little bit less than what I had in the off season. The off season I had a bit more flexibility. I would switch things up. But when it comes to these meals, it's a little bit less rice. Adding in a little bit of vegetables. My later meal, it's a little bit less potato than in the off season. My morning, I had a little bit of carbs with like a granola bar because my appetite wasn't overly big in the morning, but I had like protein and stuff like that. So it's I don't know. Some people get a little more creative. I'm not one of those people. I like it basic, simple, and effective. So I'm going to pack all this up, and that's actually going to conclude the video, guys. I'm going to head to work here shortly. Obviously get changed, get cleaned up, pack up my food, and then hit the road to go to work. So that is a little bit of a breakdown of, typical rest day stuff. Walking. I typically listen to like podcasts in the morning, or I'll listen to like, what's the word? Like, self-development stuff, like guys like Tony Robbins, some of Joe Rogan's stuff's really good. Who else is really good that I haven't listened to? Les Brown's another good one. So I'll listen to that kind of stuff, just kind of get my headspace really good, especially to start the week off. And then, pack on my food. If I have to cook stuff, I do that on these mornings too. I had everything cooked from the weekend, but if I do need to cook some stuff, because I'm not trained this morning, I have pretty much 2 hours to really get a lot of stuff done, which is when I would also meal prep a bit as well. And, we do some stretching and, take the dog for a good walk, and that kind of concludes the rest day festivity. So if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.